Yeah, the challenge coin? Oh, that's so sweet.
It's that time, folks. I'll call the meeting to order. Make sure my phone is off. Would you please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul,
Here.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Here.
Councilmember Whitman.
Here.
Councilmember Hatton.
Here.
Councilmember Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Lemack.
Here.
Mr. Lewis.
Here.
Mr. Holste.
Here.
Mr. Weinthal.
Here.
Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you very much. We're going to start off with a report from Cheryl Ellett on the Relay for Life. And Leona.
Good evening, Mayor, Town Council members, administrators, staff, and members of the public. I'm Cheryl Ellett, CRA Program Manager with the Town of Davie, here with Leona Henry and Jeff Pullman, our team captains. Most of us are familiar with Relay for Life and the American Cancer Society for the work that they have done in our community. The American Cancer Society is dedicated to helping our friends, loved ones, coworkers, and neighbors who have been impacted by cancer. No one wants to imagine a future without the people they love the most. But many of us have already lost someone dear to cancer. Through our local support, the town of Davie is fighting back against this dreaded disease. The town of Davie Team Horsing Around has actively participated in Relay for Life, and this year, the town has made it a town-led initiative supported by you, the town council, administrators, town staff, and other supporters who have donated to our team. This year, the town was tasked with raising $10,000. To some of us, this would be daunting, but with the strong backing of our town council, administrators, and this amazing town staff, we are confident that we will achieve our goal this year. You have always rallied behind us and supported us throughout our efforts, and we thank you for this. Currently, Team Horsing Around has raised just over $5,600 in donations. A major thank you to everyone who has donated in monetary in-kind donations towards our chance drawing prizes, their time and effort, and any contribution that you have made to Team Horsing Around. Starting tomorrow, we will be posting on the town's website information about our Town of Davie Relay for Life Horsing Around efforts and how you can donate to help us reach our goal. As part of our fundraising initiatives, with any donation, you will receive either a luminaria bag to decorate to honor the life of a friend or family member who has been touched by cancer or someone who has overcome it. All bags will be displayed at the main Relay for Life event on March 16th. You can also purchase a foot to help stomp out cancer. So we will be starting these initiatives tomorrow. Once again, with any donation, your support will get us one step closer to ending cancer as we know it. Since October of 2023, we have had several fundraising events, starting with the Employee Health Fair. Our Human Resources Department has helped us to coordinate the fundraising efforts at the at the Employee Health Fair. Since then, we have gone on to honor 4 chance drawings, or had held 4 chance drawings, with numerous winners each month. You may have seen our fun videos of the winners. If not, check it out on our YouTube channel. All that goes into making these chance drawings successful does not happen by chance. We have an amazing and dedicated set of committee members who have donated time, money, and items towards our chance drawing. Their names are listed here, and I just want to take a moment to thank everybody. It truly is a team effort. As a reminder, this year, the Relay for Life Broward Power event will take place on Saturday, March 16th, 2024 at Cooper City High School, located at 9401 Sterling Road in Cooper City. The event will kick off at 3 p.m. And once again, the town is partnering with the City of Cooper City and the City of Weston to make up the Broward Power Relay for Life. On your screen is the town's QR code. A gift from your heart will help the town of Davie's Team Horsing Around and the American Cancer Society as we get one step closer to ending cancer as we know it for everyone. It's easy to participate. Simply scan the Relay for Life QR code, and the link will take you to the town of Davie's Team Horsing Around American Cancer Society website, where you can donate once again to Team Horsing Around using a credit card or PayPal. The site is secure and it's easy to do. Your donation will help us fund critical research that could lead to the next breakthrough and provide life-saving support to people facing cancer. Once again, thank you for your support and helping Team Horsing Around. I'll see everybody on March 16th. Thank you.
Thank you very much. I have no memos for tabling or withdrawing any items. So we'll go right to the consent agenda. Is there anyone that needs to pull anything? I'm going to pull 2 and 13. May I have a motion to approve the consent agenda without 2 and 13?
Motion to approve agenda consent without 2 and 14.
Second?
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. Thank you very much. Okay, we'll do 13 with the vacation during the open public portion. And number 2 is a proclamation for Government Communications Day. Do we have, Leona and some other individuals from the police department?
Your mic's not working, Madam.
It's on. I can hear myself.
I can hardly hear you.
Can everybody else hear me?
Yes.
Very soft.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. Right?
Right?
Yeah, Marlon said yes. Marlon says yes, too. Thank you. You just cleared them all. Cleared both ears.
Whereas the role of government communication
That's better.
professionals, typically referred to as public information officers, PIO, is to inform, educate, and engage their communities. And whereas robust communication in government promotes transparency, creates trust, and inspires residents to take action and get involved. And whereas government communications create relationships and calls to action, builds awareness and understanding through storytelling, engage and foster engagement on civic issues, and use all channels to include people in critical decisions. And whereas it is essential to have strong communication in government because it is a foundational element of living in a democracy where citizens have the freedom to make their voices heard. And whereas the town of Davie is proud and has deep gratitude and recognition for government communicators, professionalism, dedication, hard work, commitment, enthusiasm, and sacrifice. And whereas all residents are encouraged to thank the members of our communications team from administration, fire rescue, the police department, who have dedicated their careers to ensure that the town of Davie has effective, impactful, and successful communication strategies that resonate and are relevant. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed that the mayor and the town council of the town of Davie do hereby proclaim February 24th, 2024 as Government Communicators Day. May I have a motion to approve this proclamation?
Motion to approve proclamation, Government and Communication Day.
Is there a second? Second. Okay, thank you. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. We'll have, who's going to be the spokespersons, or we have multiple ones?
Mayor, council, administrators, on behalf of the Davie Police Department and the town of Davie communicators, we'd like to thank you for the proclamation. We have an important job to keep our community informed, and we have a great team that does it. So thank you. And anybody else? All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good job. Okay, we're going on to the public hearing.
Gentlemen, aren't you going to get your picture taken over there too? Thank you. And ladies.
Good job. Okay, we're going to the public hearing portion of the meeting. Number 14 is Capital Improvements Program. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the resolution by title?
Yes, Mayor. A resolution of the Town of Davie, Florida, approving the Second Amendment to the 10-year Capital Improvements Program for the Town of Davie for fiscal years 2024 through 2033, providing for severability, providing for conflicts, and providing for an effective date.
This is a public hearing. Is there anybody that's interested in speaking for or against this item? You may step forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any comments by council?
Nope.
Questions? Okay, could I have a motion then to approve the capital improvement program?
Motion to approve Capital Improvement Program.
Second. Roll call, please.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis? Yes. Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Number 15 is a budget amendment. This is a second and final reading. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, authorizing the First Amendment to the fiscal year 2024 budget, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. This is a public hearing. If there's anybody that wishes to speak for or against this, you can come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any discussion by council? Questions? Okay, may I have a motion to approve the budget amendment?
Motion to approve the budget amendment.
Second. Then we have a second. May I have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Okay, number 16 is also a second reading. This is a code amendment. Mr. Weinthal, would you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, amending the following sections of Chapter 12, Land Development Code. Section 12-240, design and placement of certain temporary signs, providing for conflict, providing for severability, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you very much. If there's anybody here that wishes to speak for or against this, it's a public hearing. You could come forward at this time. Seeing none, I'll close the public hearing. Any comments or questions from council? Okay, then can I have a motion to approve the code amendment?
Motion to approve number 16, code amendment.
Second.
Roll call, please.
Mayor Paul?
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton?
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey?
Yes.
Councilmember Lewis?
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman?
Yes.
Motion passes.
Thank you. Okay, number 17 is a vacation, and that goes with the site plan for a little development called Live Oak Estates. The reason I pulled it, it's 3 homes. And I just have an issue with having a homeowners association for 3 homes on a private road. The road is public, and they want to vacate that and make it a private road. And my concern was, and I'll ask the representatives about this, we have a lot of private roads in town, and periodically, they come to us and ask us to take over the roads because they can't afford to fix them. And, so now we have a public road, proper public road. If we make it a private road, and we have to take, and they're requesting us to take it back, we don't have to, but it's then not a proper road, it's narrower. So, I just have a problem with that. We can ask for a brief overview and address that particular issue. I was also concerned about, and I did approve that one because it was just to request the moving of the water retention area, because we had passed an ordinance in between where they could no longer put it on the property of a house. So, but you're on if you'd like.
Thank you,
to give
Mayor.
a slight
Thank you.
presentation.
Good evening, Mayor, Vice Mayor, Council Member Scott Backman on behalf of the applicant. I think the Mayor did a fine job of kind of summarizing a couple of the issues that we are dealing with. So the property, as you can see on the screen before you, is just east of Shotgun Road on the south side of 20th. The council has seen this on a couple of prior occasions. A plat was approved and recorded back in 2006 and 2008 respectively. I will show you the plat and the subject right-of-way and drainage easements that the mayor just referenced for 3 one-acre single-family homes. Your code has changed since then, as the mayor just alluded to, in particular as it relates to storage of drainage within single-family lots. And at the time that this project was originally approved, the right-of-way, which is public right-of-way at the moment, because the code effectively required that at the time for what is essentially a driveway. And so I do want to show you, this is a little bit of a closer view of the property. I will show you the effectively conceptual site plan with a lot fit, 3 custom single-family homes. You can see Southwest 20th, which is Town of Davie right-of-way, and then it'll be a little clearer on the plat, but effectively a right-of-way parcel that was a necessity in order to provide access to these 3 parcels, which is no longer a necessity from your code. These can be privately maintained, and I understand the concern as it relates to a homeowners association in particular, but you've got 3, pretty significantly and large high-end homes that are going to collectively work with one another to ensure, I'm not sure why this keeps moving, that are going to work with one another on maintenance of landscaping, of the drainage improvements, of the roadway improvements, and effectively this would be, as I said, a long driveway from 20th that would be maintained by these 3 homeowners. We would agree, commit on the record, condition of approval if necessary, that the homeowners association, these 3 individual lots will never come back to the town and seek to give this back as public right-of-way. I understand that has been an issue in the past, and I've spoken with my client, our engineer. That is not a concern of ours. The developer here intends on owning and occupying one of the custom-built homes here, and will agree to maintain the right-of-way tract that we are seeking to vacate in perpetuity. So this is a landscape plan, drainage, again, another concern that I know the mayor had raised, and we put this exhibit together. We were originally scheduled before you last month and postponed. Your town engineer did some additional analysis along with our civil engineer. The drainage all kind of flows. You can see a number of different arrows in accordance with the way your code works. Previously, as you'll see on the plat in a moment, there were drainage easements in each lot because at the time your code allowed for that. So there is a retention area, connection from each of the 3 lots into the retention area that then flows out to the north into 20th. And then this next slide shows you Live Oak Estates, and then where the outfall currently goes, basically east on 20th and then north into the adjacent lake. We've already discussed that. So these next two slides just show you the plat. This is the recorded plat. That is the right-of-way parcel that we are seeking to vacate. And these are the 3 drainage easements as originally approved, which would not have been approved today. The problem is, again, back in 2006, obviously a lot of things in the world changed. In 2008 with the real estate market, and then subsequently, this project unfortunately was not able to get off the ground until now. And so we are coming back in for site plan approval under your code as it exists today. And so that is the reason for the request that you see before you. We are happy to answer any other questions that you all may have. Thank you.
I just wanted to go back to the slide with the arrows. And no, so you're going to actually be putting in the piping across 20th to the lake?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Is your mic on?
I just have a question. As far as accountability of maintaining the private road, will they be following all of town codes to maintain and keep, if there's any kind of complaints from the town?
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
accountability for the maintenance.
Oh, it is. So I wasn't sure if it was actually built to town standards. It actually will be. And so, yes, it would be kept up and in compliance with all town regulations. Obviously, code enforcement could certainly come out and cite the association or any
Yeah,
of
that's
the
kind of what I
individual
was
property
asking.
owners.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
To your right.
Marlon?
Thank you. This is a different type of project than we normally see. I've spoken with quite a few people that live around there, and the first thing out of their mouth was, I'm okay with it if it's 1 house per acre. If you're asking for any more than that, the horns go up, and
Sure.
people get upset about that. So you're okay with that 1 per acre. But I'm going to say this, these homes, and from what I understand, and from what I can see by the size of them, these are 7-figure homes.
Yeah, in all likelihood, these are going to be fairly large.
Multi-million-dollar homes.
Yes.
So if you build that home, sitting up here on council, I have no problem years later you coming and wanting us to take back that road. I have no problem saying no. Your hardship, you knew going in.
Sure.
So that road is your road from now until, yeah.
We
so-
understand that, yes.
Yeah, so, I just want that understood. Don't come and ask me for that because, it's,
Yeah, I understood, council member, and I'm making the commitment obviously on the record. We're happy to agree to that as a condition as well, if necessary.
and so I will support this project with them agreeing not to come back and ask for that, Mayor.
Mayor,
Yes.
can we have that all put on paper? Can we have that all put on paper?
Oh, yeah. I liked exactly what he said. I wasn't writing fast enough to get it down to make it part of the motion. What? Well, she wouldn't have it unless it's in the recording, but,
And we go back usually and listen to verbatim.
okay, so we can make the motion saying that we include the wording presented by the
Yes, Mayor.
applicant that will take verbatim from the,
Yes, Mayor, and just so council knows, every once in a while, we'll have to go back to the voice record from 20 years ago, and we will listen to it when questions come up about why this happened, why that didn't happen. So everything is being recorded. It will be on the voice record, but yes, you could put that in the motion as well, absolutely, 100%.
okay. All right, I just,
Mayor,
yes,
it's Dave
Who?
Dave Quigley,
Oh, okay.
Planning and Zoning. So in your on your item, there's 2 conditions, recommended conditions of approval from the Planning and Zoning Board. The motion actually failed. Number 1 had to do with the school capacity determination. That was done, so you don't need to do anything with that. But the second one has to do with prior to issuance of a building permit for construction of a single-family home, developers shall provide the homeowners association documents. So if you would, I would include that in your motion, because it's important.
So what is that,
Are you saying, if I
to
can ask this
include the
correctly?
homeowner HOA documents?
For when they pull the permit, they have to have HOA documents already? Is that what you're saying?
Prior to their first building permit, they need to have these HOA documents secured with the town attorney.
Prior to first permit issue?
Correct.
Okay, that I got. Anything else?
Yeah, that was already one of the conditions, I think, in the staff report, so no objection.
Any other questions?
Yeah, David, did you want those HOA documents not only going to their, to the town, but you also want it to go to the 3 homes?
Well, it has to.
Yeah.
It has to.
Right.
Yeah,
that-
not always, they don't always.
Yeah,
give
so
it.
the
course
doc,
they
the documents would just ensure that the homeowners are consenting to the arrangement to maintain the streets and so forth, and that document will be suitable for recording on public records.
Yes,
So
sir. So I will review the document to make sure everything being discussed right now is captured in the HOA documents.
Perfect. Thank
And those documents would then be approved, filed with the state, recorded, and then any of the individuals that purchase a home and a lot within these 3 would take subject to those documents.
you. Exactly, great.
This is one of those, I still have a problem with the private road, but, and I know we've got some others coming up very similar, and I just want to make this announcement that I don't set a precedent by doing this. You know, somebody will say, well, you did this, so you need to do it for me. And that's not the case. But the fact that you've satisfied my issues on the drainage, and the other question I had, and it's been kind of fuzzy, one person told me that strip of green on the side of the road was for drainage, and the other one said it was for a landscaping easement that was required by the town.
13.
And
No, it's
if,
Vicky.
So, right, so it is, that is effectively a landscape buffer, but as you can see with the arrows, it's still, the water still flows through. It doesn't store like it
this
would
was
in a
vacation.
retention area.
so it will hold water.
It does not hold water. The water flows through and back into the system that's been, I don't know why I keep
Is there
saying this, that's been designed.
Oh, so there is, I see the drainage.
It'll flow into the road, you can see the arrows in the
Okay.
road, it'll flow into the system and then out into the right of way.
And the drainage catch basins I see there's 4 of them there.
Yeah, this one.
Several, yes.
Well, 4 along that
Yes,
green space.
correct.
I think there's enough drainage. Okay. All right, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's make a motion.
Is this 17, Mayor?
No, well, the Mayor, for 17, I haven't read it yet, so you want to do 13 first and have me
Right,
read 17?
right.
Oh, okay, let's do the site plan first.
Motion to approve the site plan
Well, we have to
Oh,
put
I'm
all
sorry.
the
I'm
where-tos and whereases in there.
with everything added.
No, okay, the motion that I'm going to ask you to make will include the wording in relationship to the private road as described by the applicant, and we'll take that verbatim from the record. And it will also include the HOA documents must be recorded prior to the first permit being issued.
Well, I think the staff recommendations,
And staff recommendations
well,
as well?
that, the staff recommendations were provided to the town prior to
Oh,
look
provided
at it
to,
first, because we want to look
well-
at it before they record it.
okay, documents to the town prior to the first permit
Yes, Mayor.
being issued or recorded. right?
Yes, Mayor.
So somebody can say
So moved.
so moved to that,
did.
I
So
think.
moved. So moved.
Okay, is there a second?
Second.
Roll call?
Councilmember Lewis,
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman,
Yes.
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes.
Motion passes.
The vacation. This is number
17, Mayor.
17. I wrote over it, so I couldn't see the number. Mr. Weinthal, will you read the ordinance by title, please?
Yes, Mayor. An ordinance of the Town of Davie, Florida, vacating the public right-of-way dedicated through the recorded Live Oak Estate Plat, providing for conflict, providing for severability, providing for an effective date.
May I have a motion?
Motion to approve 17 vacation?
Second.
I need a
Got
vacation.
a second? Can we have a roll call, please?
Councilmember Lewis.
Yes.
Vice Mayor Starkey.
Yes.
Mayor Paul.
Yes,
Councilmember Hatton.
Yes.
Councilmember Whitman.
Yes.
Motion passes.
thank you.
Thank you all very much.
That was a
you,
rough
Council.
one. Sometimes the littlest things
You're right.
become the most contentious sometimes.
It's true.
Okay, that closes the public hearing portion of the meeting. Going to do appointments. Does anybody have any committee or board appointments? Yes, ma'am.
I gave the clerk my appointment for the Veterans Committee. It's our king.
Okay, our king.
Yeah. So, sorry?
What's his name?
Kenny, sorry?
Yeah,
I gave the name Charles Pravat to the clerk for the veterans.
Oh, that's
oh,
odd.
okay, so we're getting there.
That's what,
We have two. Marlon, did you pick one? yet?
Marlon,
I couldn't hear, I'm sorry.
did you get your
Where are you
veterans
hearing aids?
appointment?
No, I did not.
Not yet.
Oh, okay, thank you. Okay, item 19. None of those need to be voted on, right? Those are exclusive. We need to make our appointments. We have to make an appointment to the Broward Metropolitan Planning Organization. I believe Carol is stepping down from being the primary representative.
Mayor,
Yes.
I'd like to volunteer for that position.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'll make a motion that Michelle Whitman is appointed to the MPO.
I'll second that.
Oh,
Good job, girl.
And all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any
I'd like to
opposed?
be here second, Your Honor.
Okay, well, we're going to do that separately.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, now we need to have the alternate, and Carol just volunteered
Yes.
for that.
I'd like to be your
Okay.
alternate.
I'll second it.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, that's unanimous. Now we go to the solid waste disposal. Marlon, you've been on that. Do you want to continue?
Sure, Mayor, I'll take the lead on that.
Okay. Would you like to make a motion to approve yourself?
If I can, I'll make a motion to approve myself, Marlon Lewis.
I'll second that.
That's a first.
Okay. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous. And for the second for that,
I'll make a
Cat.
motion to nominate the mayor.
I could. Carol, you want to do it?
Yeah, I'd be glad to do it. I'd love to do it, but
So that's a-
unless you want to
She
do it.
wants to be the queen of trash. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Of course, I'm the diva of trash.
I will give you a tiara.
Thank you.
So would you like to amend your motion?
I'll amend my motion for, to appoint Carol Hatton as the alternate.
The trash queen.
Yes.
The
Second.
main reason, their meetings are like 9 o'clock in the morning, so. Okay, we got a motion to approve Carol for,
And a second.
Second.
okay, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? That's unanimous, wonderful. There's no committee recommendations, no old business, no new business. Announce October 2nd Town Council meeting is Rosh Hashanah. And January 1st, 2025 is a town council meeting, New Year's Day. So we're planning way in advance.
What?
So we're going to cancel those meetings. Is there any objection to that? Do we have to have a vote on it? No? Okay. Also, we're going to have a stormwater assessment report presentation workshop, or there's a request for one, on March 6th at 5, prior to the council meeting. Is that a problem for anybody?
Relay 16th?
What?
Relay is the 16th?
6th?
No, the relay is the 16th.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, the 6th is fine.
Oh,
I was
okay,
just verifying.
okay.
I didn't want to have a conflict.
Well, we don't do something like that on a weekend, so,
That's true.
and relay is on the weekend,
You're absolutely right,
so,
as usual.
okay. I'm glad you recognize that. Then we have our items for the town council meetings. And I think the important thing on this, we just talked about March 6th, Thursday, March 14th, that's 2 days before relay,
Right.
is the vision and goal setting session. And do we have a location for that yet? It's going to be right here, okay. So bring your long johns, it'll be cold.
And April 3rd, that's the most important one.
At your birthday?
Yes.
Okay, and our 2 meetings in April. All right. So are we squared away on all of that? All right. I'm going to start off with the comments. I just want to say, in relation to Form 6, I had a communication with our attorney, and the suit has been filed. And I'm just, again, a little disappointed that we weren't involved, because it really wasn't mentioned before, but it is definitely an attempt to suppress candidates, because a lot of people will not choose to run because of this, and it's a little disturbing. So it was an opportunity for us to make a statement, and I'm just a little disappointed. Also did some research. I've been talking about hemp. And again, the attorney did some research for me. There is a number of areas. There's a production plant down in the Homestead area. There's hemp contractors in Sarasota and Jacksonville. And also got the information about the regulations on growing industrial hemp. It's a lot different than the medical, which has to be done indoors under very, strict supervision. And there's also the stipulations about purchasing the industrial hemp seed, which we can do through IFAS. So we're continuing to research this, and I've been sending information to the Ag Board. And I'm kind of excited about the possibilities of getting involved in encouraging some of our nursery people to raise hemp. And I spoke with one of them, and he was very excited about some of the things that could be made from it, and is pursuing the license, because you need to have a state license in order to do it. So I'm excited about that. So here we come, Orange Blossom. We're all ready with our big orange hats. I love it. Parks and Rec has done themselves again. But we're very excited about the weekend coming up. And I want to make a special announcement, because this is our fire chief's last official meeting. And we want to wish her well, thank her for all her years of hard work and dedication in helping to make this the best fire department in the state and probably the nation. We have awards that no one else has, and that means so much to us. And she's given her heart and her passion to this town, and we appreciate it. And therefore, I would like to announce that she will be the Grand Marshal of our Orange Blossom Parade. We're going to send her off with a lot of fanfare. Are you going to wear the orange hat? For the time being, unless I think of something else, I'll finish up. Look at that, less than 5 minutes. I did it. Carol, would you like to go next?
Sure. Thank you, Mayor. That's an easy one to follow, because the praise that our fire chief deserves is a long, long list. And I just want to wish you health and happiness and a wonderful next chapter in your life with those wonderful grandchildren that's coming. There's one in March, right? I thought you told me that. That makes 3, 2, 4. You're going to be very busy.
I think they're going to be in the parade with you, right?
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see them. But Chief, what you've done for I've been, since I've been here, you've been the chief, and every time we turn around, it was fire department's got another award, fire department's got another award. It was like, oh, come on, come on. So we're going to miss that, and for everything that you've done, it's been absolutely amazing. You've been such a leader, and you've moved the fire department way ahead. And as far as having it ready to be taken over or to be transferred to, I think you've done a wonderful job in preparing everyone and choosing all the right people for the right. And you've done a wonderful job. So we're going to miss you, but I wonder if you're going to keep making those little things for the newborns. I hope you do, because they're adorable. I just love them. So, you know, she makes those little onesies. And they say, welcome to Davie. So if you have time to do that, I'm sure you can sneak it in. And there you go. I knew you would. I just knew you would, because you plan ahead. I have to thank you for everything you've done, and all the time you've been here. You've just been amazing. A real broke the glass ceiling. You've made the department outstanding, and you will be missed. Thank you. And thank you for the coin.
Susan? Vice Mayor?
Since we're on a roll about our chief, next month, as you know, it's Women's History Month. And Chief is my nominee, because I think there's no one better to, you know, emulate what we've had as successes from somebody who really broke, as we said, the glass ceiling, to be able to break into a field back in the day that was largely, you know, occupied by men. So you did a phenomenal job and took it and rose to this level, and you're an encouragement to many, many firefighters, both men and women, I would add. So it was my honor to nominate you as one of the residents in my District 3 to be able to honor you. And we look forward, all of us, look forward to honoring you next month. And I thought it was supposed to be for March 6th, but I'm
Yeah.
not sure. It's March
Yes,
6th
March
meeting,
6th.
right?
Yes.
Everybody silent?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes, it is.
So just, I didn't have the date to tell you when I spoke to you, but I wanted to make sure that you were aware. No running out of town and having that baby, grandbaby. Fingers crossed. So the others I'd like to mention was tomorrow, and Leona and I have been working tirelessly on legislative matters that are affecting us here back home. Many of these bills that have been filed at our legislature are always preempting what municipalities can do, as well as trying to erode our home rule authority, one of which is going to be voted on tomorrow. So I was able to contact all 3 of our senators that are on those committees to make sure that they were aware that we are opposed to the bill, and that's House Bill 7019 and 7017. What those bills, and I want the public to understand, and our staff to understand, it gives an additional homestead exemption. And who wouldn't love it? Everybody in this room, everybody's listening, everybody would love an additional homestead exemption of $25,000, until you realize what it exactly does. When more than 67% of our budget is funded to public safety and other public services that go out beyond that, it has to come from somewhere. So I think Bill Ackerman did estimates for the town that it could be over $2 million. And that's what it would be on an annual basis for us as an impact to our budgets. So it's got to come somewhere. So I just wanted everybody to understand that it may sound good when you vote in the voting booth because it will be a constitutional amendment to allow for this. When you vote for that, I just want you to be aware of the impacts. I'm not telling you how to vote, but I am telling you the impacts that it will have on our budget in the municipality, and the impacts that it will have in the long run on your services. One of the preemptions that the legislators also did was take away our ability to tell you how to vote on anything that is a constitutional. So that's why I can't tell you how to vote. I can only educate you on the impacts that it will have. So as we go forward with this, it will be on the, it more than likely will be passing. I was happy to hear that our senators are pretty much in lock sync with us. Most of them, there was only one that voted in the House, on the House side in our Broward delegation that voted to pass it, move it forward. So I don't want to mention names, but anyway, so I just, yeah, it's, I'll tell you later. But I just think that these are important issues that, you know, we're following. The second part of that bill is interesting because what it does is it ties the CPI, the cost of living increase over time, but it's year over year. It's not just a cost of living increase, but it goes accumulative year over year. So you get a 3% on top of a 3% increase and on top of an increase again and again. So that in and of itself is not so great for our municipal budgets. And we only will probably end up raising fees and user fees and taxes in that way. So it'll be very difficult for all of us moving forward on this. And that was one that I know that the Florida League of Cities, Broward League of Cities, and the Town Council had unanimously opposed when we were fighting this bill. So I can speak on it at that level. There are a number of other bills that have to do with vacation rentals, and our building officials here, he knows of a few that are, and I reached out to our planning and zoning director on some of these other bills, and staff has been phenomenal. And I just tell you, thank you, Leona. She's tracking so much of this and helping me, so I appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor. Well, Chief Downey, you get to come back for another council meeting.
I got you.
Let me say, your sparkling performance has been outstanding. True stars rise to the top, not by chance, but through purpose and passion. Thank you for all that you have accomplished and done for the Davie Fire Rescue Department, and congratulations on your retirement. Happy trails on your next adventure. During last week's Florida Fire Service Day at the Capitol in Tallahassee, Chief Downey was recognized for her outstanding contributions to the field. Next week, Thursday, February 29th, is the transfer of command ceremony as Chief Downey transfers the command of the fire department to Assistant Fire Chief Gonzalez. Remember, if you are interested in attending, you have until February 26th to confirm your attendance. So I want to bring also attention to an announcement I saw our police department shared. Apparently, some scammers are calling or texting people across our community claiming to be the Davie Police Department, and they are asking for money. Please be vigilant if you receive a call or a text like this. Just hang up the phone and call the Davie Police Department directly if you are on the receiving end of this scam. Please be alert and protect yourself. That's it for me, Mayor. Thanks.
Thank you very much for the information. Mr. Lewis?
Thank you, Mayor. Let me start off by, again, reminding everyone of this weekend in Orange Blossom. And one of the things I wanted to point out. Can you hear me? Okay, thank you. One of the things that I wanted to remind everyone is when I was reading the events there on Orange Blossom, the bands that are playing, I don't know where we got such good bands, but it's going to be worthwhile for you to go and listen to what's going to be played there. It's really going to, I'm telling you, really going to enjoy listening to these three bands. It's going to be a good one. So take me up on that, and please bring your children and all and go out to Orange Blossom. This is it's the heart of Davie. This is a wonderful thing we do here. I love it. And a lot has been said, good things about you, Chief, and I don't know if I can add a whole lot to what's already been said, but I can just say this personally. It's been an honor and a pleasure and a privilege to get to know you and to work with you. And I wish you personally the best, your family, and God bless you in all that you do from here on. Thank you for all your service here in the town of Davie. Thank you, Mayor, that's all.
Thank you. What?
Last week, our county made national news for the Broward County Schools that they were going to have a 4-day week, and I had heard it wrong, so I went back and I read, and they want to let the high schools out on Friday. No school on Friday. Did they consult the municipalities at all on this? I'm just curious.
Not that I know of.
No?
There's never been very much communication.
Oh, I didn't know. I was just curious because I guess it'll be coming up for a vote.
No. And I
Okay.
think it's a terrible idea.
I do too. That's why I'm bringing it up.
If we were just more people out on the roads running their ATVs up and down,
More kids getting in
getting
trouble.
into trouble.
Yep. Thank you. I just thought I'd bring that up.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Lemack?
Thank you, Mayor. Yes, you're all speaking about Chief Downey. I want to talk about her husband, Dave. He's a great guy. I mean, he's got to be feeling pretty bad here, right? You've really outshined him. But seriously, Chief, I've had the pleasure of I guess, appointing you, and which makes me a hero.
Yes.
And working with you in different capacities for 13 years, and our roles have been in sync since day one, and it's been wonderful. You've been successful on so many levels that they're on the spectrum, but on the top end of it, you've served with incredible leadership, and you also developed your staff enough to be able to have the continued development within our organization, and it was all immersed in the safety of our residents and the safety of all the firefighters and men and women, paramedics that serve, so thank you. Your presence may change here, but the memories containing the moments and events will forever be celebrated. And on behalf of staff, because they all can't speak tonight, I only have a few minutes, but I know that they all wish you tremendous success and happiness in your next phase with your family. And I know our friendship will keep growing. And I know this will never end, so thank you very much. Mayor, that's what I have. Thank you.
Mr. Weinthal, do you have anything?
I was going to make some comments to Chief Downey, but everyone covered it. So there's nothing left for me to say, Mayor. So nothing that hasn't already been said.
Thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Jeff, for your hard work.
Okay. On to Orange Blossom. If there are no objections, we're adjourned.